Please welcome Abigail Breslin.
Hi.
Hey, Miss, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on yet another massive movie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Now, in this one, Sarah Jessica Parker's your mom, right?
Yes,
Were you a Sex and the City fan? Did you know much of her work?
You know, I mean, I think that, you know, everybody knows Sarah Jessica Parker. She's so awesome. And yeah, I was really excited. She plays my mom, and it's kind of a battle of the wills between us, because I want to go out with my friends for New Year's Eve, and she's kind of overprotective and wants me to
you get a script, you're looking at it, and you look at your mom, and you go, hey, Ma, what do you think if I do this?
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I get scripts, and you know, definitely, you know, my mom kind of reads them first to make sure that, you know.
Before you read them, okay.
Yeah, that I can, you know, read them, or, you know. And so, and then I read them, and we kind of just, you know, talk about it as a family, I guess, and yeah.
What's the criteria?
Well, for me, I like to choose characters. It's kind of weird. I guess choose characters based on if they were people that I'd like to know, which is kind of strange, but that's...
Even the darker ones?
Even the darker ones. You know, they have to be interesting, I guess.
So are there scenes they won't let you do? Are there movies they won't let you do that you've really wanted to do that you're like, listen, you're too young?
They won't let me be seen in a coffin.
What if it was in one of the Twilight movies, though, and you were coming out of the coffin alive?
That's,
Mom, where?
I mean, I love Twilight, so, I mean, you know, that's a good question. If I was coming out of it alive,
Maybe you have
I'm gonna have to ask her about
just
this.
make her a producer on it, and it'll be okay. That's how you do it.
No, she would still. Yeah, they're very clear. No being seen in a coffin.
We're in this era now where so many young actors are put on television, and you see the disintegration of them. Reality shows show this really well. But the positive side to that is that we have this experience, so we know what can happen. So your mom, your parents, your family can get involved to try to protect you. How have they kept it where you haven't, you know, where you don't go down that road?
Well, I mean, for me, I just kind of, you know, try and keep perspective on things, and I think that film is really important, and it can teach you a lot. But for me, you know, I kind of have to keep it in perspective that there are really big things going on in the world. You know, there's you know, disease and hunger and, you know, kind of important things going on. So a movie premiere and that is kind of, you know, you have to kind of keep which is more important.
But you can use your movie career to tell those stories. Is that the kind of stuff you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. You know, I that's, you know, as I was saying, you know, I think that film can teach you a lot, and I've learned a lot from watching movies and the stories that have been told through movies. So if I can help do that, then I feel really lucky.
Which ones resonated with you when you watched them?
You know, so many. I mean, I watch so many different movies, but I'm trying to think of. I have no idea.
What do you think? 'Cause you've
but a lot of movies.
Yeah, of course. There's tons.
Marley and Me.
Marley, what?
Taught me a lot.
Marley and Me taught me, don't watch a movie about someone who loves a dog.
Exactly.
Because it will end in pain.
Any movie, well, that's the thing. Any movie that now, like, my mom and I will see a movie with, like, they'll show an animal in the trailer, and we're like, I don't know if we can watch that movie. Because something, and my brother's like, you don't know what's going to happen to the animal. We're like, yes, something bad is going to happen to that animal, and I don't want to see it anymore.
One of my favorite things about your Academy Award nomination, which must have been kind of a cool experience,
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
was a real sign of care and concern when Alan Arkin on the red carpet says he hoped you didn't win because he really liked you. And he just, what do you think of that now?
He's, you know, I love Alan. He's so funny, and he's so sweet. I had the best time working with him. So, yeah, he's awesome. That was a long time ago, but it was a pretty exciting whole experience. I don't remember too much from it because I was only 10.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, he's awesome. I love him.
When you think of Olive now, what do you think of?
Probably the red cowboy boots kind of stick out in my mind.
Were you allowed to watch that movie? Because it was some pretty heavy content.
Yeah, I saw the movie, but when I was on set, actually, there's a scene where, you know, Alan does like a lot of cursing, and he wanted me. I'm like, you see me listening to headphones in the scene, and he actually made me turn on music really loudly because he didn't feel comfortable saying all that in front of me.
One of the biggest challenges that I think someone in your position can face, and anybody who has any profile will face, as your career starts to develop, and it's a surreal career, right? When you become an actor and you make decent money making big films or whatever it is, your life will go down this road, and your friends don't get to go down that road with you, and it's a struggle to keep them in. What's that process been like for you growing up and trying to maintain those relationships?
I mean, you know, I'm lucky with all my friends. You know, they're really supportive, and well, I actually do have a plan with my cousin that we're gonna have an apartment together on Bleecker Street in New York when we turn 18, and she's gonna go to Columbia, and I'm gonna go to NYU. And
What are you gonna take at NYU?
I don't know. I mean, if I was gonna study anything, it would actually be psychology.
Make you a better actor too, wouldn't it?
That's what people say, but I just, you know, I guess find it interesting.
You're fascinated about people and the way
yeah,
the brain works?
exactly. So I would probably do that if I went.
So in a few years, you'll be able to go see movies that you're not allowed to see right now. What's the first movie you're going to rent on Netflix that you're not allowed to watch right now?
I would like to do like a really scary movie. So whatever like horror movie is out at that point when I can see, you know, those movies. If it's like a really good horror movie, that's what I'll go see, I guess.
That's not bad. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.